Hello friends, in our last episode we had seen the early life and education of Justice Khareghat. Now he was appointed as an assistant judge in 1888. In that capacity he had travelled or he was appointed at various places like Thane, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Satara, Dharwad, Ratnagiri. Now there is a special connection between Justice Khareghat and Ratnagiri. The reason being, maximum years of his judgeship were done in Ratnagiri district court. Nearly 12 years we can say he was a judge in Ratnagiri district court. For some time he had gone to Dharwad, Satara, but then finally he came back again to Ratnagiri district court. Now he was a judge loved by everybody, advocates as well as litigants. He was absolutely unbiased, very fair, calm, quiet, would hear and listen to advocates very patiently. Now what he is to do is, I will tell you about his style of functioning. What he would do is, after hearing the case, he would close that particular bundle and keep it for 2 months. After 2 months, he will reopen that bundle, go through the entire papers and pass a judgment. Now the moment I have told this, I think everybody has got the feeling that justice delayed is justice denied. But no, this was not a delay, this was justification to the particular case. Justice Khareghat always thought that people are spending money for advocates, for travelling, they should get proper justice, and for that the arguments have to be properly noted, documents have to be properly written, and then only the order has to be given. Now even how humble as a judge Khareghat was, can you imagine, there were certain litigants who had the courage to say Justice Khareghat, sir, please take your time, read all the papers and then give the order. Just imagine saying this by a litigant to a judge. On this, Justice Khareghat would simply smile and say, okay. So that's the human element, that's the humbleness which Justice Khareghat had. For a short period, he was elevated as a judge of Bombay High Court. But he was not comfortable in Bombay High Court. The reason being, the order was required to be given instantly, and that was not the way Justice Khareghat would give any judgments. So practically in his entire short tenure of 1 or 2 months, Justice Khareghat did not deliver a single judgment in Bombay High Court. Finally, he requested that he be sent back to Ratnagiri as a district judge. I think one of the very unique kind of a thing we are hearing. A High Court judge asking himself to be once again given the place of a district judge. So he once again came back to Ratnagiri and started delivering his work. Justice Khareghat was not comfortable with the death penalty. Like, he never liked the death penalty. He believed that a life should not be taken. A chance has to be given a person to change his life. and it is said that there is no written kind of a proof of this sort, but it is said that probably this led to the resignation of Justice Khareghat. So he retired much before his tenure would come to an end. I would like to give here one story which is there. Why I am saying it is a story? Because I don't have a written proof of this particular story, but this story is being told to me by various lawyers. Like when Justice Khareghat was elevated to Bombay High Court, he had to leave Ratnagiri. In those days, the transport was by ship from Ratnagiri port to Bombay port. It is said that the bullock cart which was carrying Justice Khareghat, behind that bullock cart there were another 4 or 5 bullock carts in which there were papers of those cases in which the order was pending from Justice Khareghat. And it is said, again I am saying this is a story which I have heard, it is said that the advocates and litigants assured Justice Khareghat that we will not pass any appeal against your order. We have full faith in what order you will give, and we will not file any appeal against this order. So this is a story which I have heard as regarding his connection with the Ratnagiri district court, and how people had faith in him and faith more so in his way of giving justice. So finally in 1911 Justice Khareghat retired from the judgeship. So this comes to an end of his judicial career. In next episode we will see a philanthropist, a person who cared for people, how and what he did during his judgeship, after his judgeship. Thank you.